Vincent van Gogh was 36 years old when he painted Starry Night in June of 1889. His mental state had deteriorated dramatically in the months before. Just half a year earlier, after a heated argument with his close friend Paul Gauguin, he cut off part of his left ear. Shortly after, he was admitted to the psychiatric hospital in the small French town of Saint-Rémy, and it was exactly there that Starry Night was created, not under the open sky, but from behind iron bars. And, as some researchers believe, in the midst of a psychological crisis. But what is it about this painting that appears so peaceful at first glance? And what dark secrets hide beneath its surface? When we look at the painting, our eyes are drawn immediately to the sky. It dominates the canvas, taking up almost 2/3 of the entire scene. Below it lies a small village, nestled between hills and trees, almost as if it were collapsing under the weight of the dense, swirling clouds above. In the left foreground stands a Saul cypress tree, a dark pillar connecting heaven and earth. In the upper right corner shines a crescent moon, surrounded by strokes of yellow, green, and blue. Next to it, swirling bands of bright blue sweep horizontally into the scene from the left, suggesting a powerful, storm-like wind. But what are we really seeing here? What perspective is Van Gogh showing us? And what's missing? To understand, we need to take a closer look at his circumstances. On May 8, 1889, Van Gogh entered the asylum of Saint-Paul-de-Moselle. For 2 weeks, he didn't leave the building. He painted exclusively in the garden or from the window of his small cell. From that window, he also created this particular painting, an almost direct depiction of the view outside his room. This is the first key to the Starry Night. The mountains in both paintings are the same. But what about the village and the cypress? They weren't in his field of view. Van Gogh sketched landscapes separately so he could later combine them on canvas. The Starry Night is not a natural snapshot, it's a composition, a deliberate combination of different viewpoints, or, as Van Gogh himself once put it, an exaggeration from the perspective of arrangement. So, what does that mean for how we interpret the painting? Many researchers see this artwork as direct evidence of Van Gogh's fragile mental state. The contrast between the turbulent sky and the quiet village below can be read as a symbol of his inner turmoil. The bright crescent moon can also be interpreted. It represents change and transformation, but also hope and redemption. Cypress trees, throughout history, have carried many meanings. In European culture, they have long been associated with death. But there is yet another layer. A year before the Starry Night, Van Gogh wrote that he felt a terrible need for religion. He went out at night to paint the stars. Around that time, he attempted a religious painting, Christ with the Angel in Gethsemane. He started it twice and destroyed it twice. On the surface, he claimed he simply lacked models, but his letters reveal the real reason. In his mental state, he was simply unable to finish it. In another letter, he described his color concept for the piece: Jesus in deep blue, the angel in bright yellow, a starry night above a violet landscape. Does that sound familiar? 1 year later, in Saint-Rémy, those exact colors reappear. The deep blue sky, the yellow stars and moon, the violet tones of the land, and again, a starry night. Its true meaning will likely remain a mystery forever. But one thing is certain: this painting, which seems peaceful and idyllic at first glance, carries far darker layers within it, and it's nowhere near as innocent as it appears.